Hey y'all, we are back. We are back with the Julio Foolio Friday night trial. And Alicia Andrews is the first suspect up in the case, and her best friend now is on the stand. And allegedly, Alicia is aware that her boyfriend uh, is part of the gang tag. So, y'all enjoy this Friday night video, okay? I'm out. Not out, but
How long have you known Alicia Andrews?
Over a decade.
Is Alicia Andrews, is she present in the courtroom today?
Yes, she is.
Please point her out and describe what she's wearing.
She's sitting in the middle, and she has on a beige, I would say, blazer.
Your Honor, may the record reflect she's identified the defendant?
The reflect.
You said you have known her for over a decade. How would you describe the nature of your relationship?
She's one of my bestest friends.
And I'm going to ask you, what is your current phone number? And as a good friend of yours, do you communicate with Alicia Andrews on the phone from your number 90?
Grip, stability, precision. That's the essence of driving. Lawfin. Pluto TV is your home for premium black entertainment. Check out the Black Collective and stream 19.
Correct.
And I know that I previously have met with you, is that correct?
Correct.
And I asked you some questions about whether or not your friend, Alicia Andrews, was dating somebody by the name of Isaiah Chance. Is that correct?
Correct.
And how long had Alicia Andrews been dating Isaiah Chance before June of 2024?
I want to say 2-3 years.
Had you yourself ever met Isaiah Chance?
3 times.
Is that a person that you have taken Alicia Andrews over to Isaiah Chance's address before?
Yes.
And has Alicia Andrews, has she talked to you about Isaiah Chance?
Yes.
Both in person and through text messaging on her phone?
Yes.
Did Alicia Andrews ever mention to you that Isaiah Chance was in a gang?
She mentioned that there were rumors that he was in a gang.
And when did she mention that? When was that conversation? Was that before June of 2024?
It was before June of 2024, but I can't give you a specific date.
Did you previously say that you thought it was in January or February of 2024?
Yes, I did. I was throwing out dates.
And she specifically told you that she was aware that he was in a gang. Is that correct?
She was aware that he was tied in or affiliated within a gang, yes.
Do you remember what gang that was?
I believe it's NHG.
Okay. And is that a gang in Jacksonville, Florida?
Yes, it is.
And you yourself living in Jacksonville, Florida, you are aware with a rapper by the name of Foolio, Charles Jones, the victim in this case. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And that is a name that you have been familiar with for a very long time. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Approximately how many years have you known or heard of Foolio, Charles Jones?
Since like 2016, so I would say.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification, States Exhibit 75C2. Do you recognize this exchange, these text messaging between yourself? Is that your phone number, 1-904-9?
It's my phone number.
And are those messages from you and Alicia, between you and Alicia Andrews that occurred in 2021?
That is correct.
Your Honor, at this time, we would introduce into evidence States Exhibit 7C.
You renewed previously made objections?
Yes.
Okay, same ruling, and it'll be admitted.
And it's just 75C2.
Yes, correct.
So again, Ms. Jordan, this number here is your phone number, is that correct? 190. I'm going to ask you, this column is your response to her messaging, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And at the top where it says January 19th of 2021, where the defendant, Ms. Andrews, is saying or texting you in a message, but if you think about it, everybody dissing everybody, what does PPL mean?
That's abbreviation for people.
And then it says from out east.
That's a hood in Jacksonville.
Okay. And is that, when you say out east, a hood in Jacksonville, is that an area associated with ATK and 1200?
More so 1200.
And it says out east, Bayside, so, and then OFC, do you know what that means?
Of course.
They gone, say some, but it don't even be, what is this?
She's referring to La Papa. He's a rapper.
Okay. And do you know what gang La Papa is involved in?
He's from 1200.
And then it says, like that, FR Foolio. Is that a reference to Julio Foolio, the victim in this case?
That would be correct.
It says, be the one talking shit, then all the little, and then I'm not going to say NIGGAS come, and the other extra ass people. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then can you read what your response is to that?
Everybody be dissing. That's how SB when them and choose to live like that. So that's what come with that lifestyle. It's sad, but it ain't gonna stop. Like famous people do it too. Look at Dirk. He always talking about Tuka. Like it's always gonna be like that.
And when you're saying famous people, one of those famous people you're referring to is Julio Foolio, is that correct?
No, I was referring to Lil Durk. He's a Chicago rapper.
He's a Chicago rapper. Okay, I apologize. Thank you for clarifying that. And then what did you say at this time?
I said she got a point, but the S gonna continue because they keep killing each other.
And what are you referring to when you say they keep killing each other?
Everybody that was involved at the time of 2021, it was a lot of people dying. 2020, 2021.
And are you talking about between those rival groups, 1200, ATK, and 6 Block?
Yes.
And then Ms. Andrews texts to you, right? So gonna go on, and they're saying let Leaky rest. Do you know who Leaky is?
I don't know him personally.
Do you know who he's affiliated with?
1200.
Leaky rest, but I'm sure the other side be feeling like so it's just gonna keep repeating. And yeah, they know what come with it, so charge that to the game, go retaliate or something. They're sitting up here rapping, but that's y'all homeboy. Just do what y'all gotta do. But they don't even be in Jacksonville, and I doubt they GAF. Do you know what that means?
Give AF.
Okay. About anybody here or upcoming rappers. So well aware about Julio Foolio as a rapper and some of those other people we've mentioned. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Do they also rap about this war that's going on in Jacksonville?
They do.
It's called drill rapping.
Yes, ma'am.
And then what did you respond to that?
At least that S ain't late SF. Mine was a week late. And yes, B, I think I sent you the post, like all these rappers in paperwork. Except J Dot, he in the clear, and my cousin vouched for him too.
I'm going to ask you about J Dot. Who's that?
A rapper in Jacksonville.
Is that Ja'Cory Rivers?
Yes.
What gang is he affiliated with?
1200.
And then Ms. Andrews texts back, it was deleted about time I got up, but Foolio, he said it, but everybody kind of knew that it was just once that time he got shot, and I forgot that boy that died with him at that Reigns game, but that boy Robert ain't even do that, even though he on the 6th side, it was Bibby, and we'll know that, but Bibby died like 3 weeks later, so that was crazy. Do you know the Robert who she's referring to?
Yes.
Who's that?
Robert Howard.
And is he affiliated with 6 Block?
Yes.
And when they say 6 Side, is 6 Block, is that again a reference to an area in Jacksonville?
Yes.
And 6 Block is against 1200 or a rival to 1200 and ATK, is that correct?
That is correct.
And then what was your response to that?
OMG and LMAO, everybody kind of knew. They all knew. They all in his comments calling him a rat.
Okay. And then what does your then text ATPP, what does that mean?
It means at this point,
And then
if you
what
know
else?
you in paperwork, just expose yourself.
0 helps me take my business anywhere I want. And then the defendant then texts back to you, and this is January 21st of 2021, 8:39 a.m. Girl, I don't like Foolio. L-O-O-O, ugly ass. He need to die. And S-H-I-D, that was will friend, and then F-U-C-K, that code, and S-H-I-T, bitch, he shot me and my friend died, question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah, I'm pointing out who did it. What's she saying there? What's she talking about?
Well, she's referring to somebody that had just died that we know.
In this gang war?
Yeah, we're basically just gossiping.
I
You see, we're
understand
talking
that,
about
but
the
who
city
was
girls.
it in this gang war that she personally knows?
Personally,
Yes, you're saying that you're talking about a friend that just died.
Will, that was the only person that we both know.
Will at Rains High School, is that, or?
That's it.
Okay, all right. And then she says, oh, City Girls made a remix to Throat Baby Girl. This sounds so dumb. L-M-A-O-O-O-O. What does that mean?
We're gossiping. Like, we're still just talking.
And then what did you say? What are you emphasizing what she just said?
Yes.
How do you emphasize that when you're text messaging back and forth?
Hold the message down and then you pick a reaction.
And then what did you say in response?
I can't stand him either. He screamed SF and OMG, he killed Wilfriend. OH, nah, I would have slid. Because he all on Instagram clowning his A. I would have dropped that bag on his BA head or came for one of his homeboys. Somebody gotta die. And guess I ain't even listened to it yet. I know it's A. Like, why they got the same 3 people on another remix.
And when you say he killed Will Friend, are you referring to the Rains High School shooting?
Yes.
And then what did you say down here?
Why they got the same 3 people on another remix. We're talking about those City Girls coming.
And then she texts back, exactly, and yeah, don't call. I bet he's still on there, but out of all you people, you give him your LMFAOOOTF. What does TF mean? And then not FR.
For real.
She wanted that to happen anyways, always used to joke around saying she was manifested. What does that mean?
That was a whole different conversation, appears to be.
What did you then text in response?
Exactly, it would have been better if 3 had it because I fought with him and laughed my ass off. She did, he did too, they dumb. I ain't thinking about kids till I'm like 22 plus. So it has to be like just a sidebar conversation.
Okay, let's go back to this when she texted you because I think Foolio talking about Therese and his friends, LMAOOOO. I do not like him. What's she talking about in this particular sentence?
Foolio is talking about Therese on social media.
On social media. And then she says, I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together. And then she says to you, that is Foolio, though he recruit a bunch of dumbass NIGGAS who's willing to die. Is that what you said in response to her?
Yes.
And what do you mean by he's recruiting a bunch of people?
Well, it was something that really was city known and everybody was saying, like, I'm not the only person that said that. A lot of people in this city has said that, like, he recruit a lot of people to die, meaning that he got a lot of people that will come behind him ready to risk their life behind him, and he's still out and alive and living his life.
And he's a part of 6 Block, right?
Correct.
And then she responds back, right? And he's starting to realize, but first time I saw him, that clicked on him. When Julio called, we all in the garage, he talking about NIGGA, always want me to ride with him when he down here, so I can be the one die, not him. I ain't nobody, guard. I was dying. What's she saying when she says that?
I believe she's referencing to what Therese told her about him and how he felt about Julio.
Okay, so she's not saying that she's ever met Foolio when she says, when we called, Foolio called, we all in the garage, he talking about NIGGE, always want me to ride with him. Who's she referring to when she says he always wants me to ride with him?
Well, she was dating Therese at the time, so I'm pretty sure that phone call happened while she was with Therese, and she overheard the conversation.
And how does Therese know Foolio?
They used to be in the same group, and then they split up.
6 Block.
Well, it's a lot in 6 Blocks, so I guess you can say that, yeah, he was 6 Blocks side.
And did she have any concerns about Therese riding around with Foolio?
That would be something between her and Therese.
Isn't that just what she's telling you here?
Overruled.
Well, yeah, if he's saying that he don't want to die and riding for him, then I would be worried. That was my boyfriend at the time.
And right before that, you're talking about he's recruiting a bunch of people, right?
Yeah.
It was in direct response to that message, right?
Right.
All right, y'all. Now let's look at trial. What happened today at the trial? Let's see what happened today at the trial. Yes, I missed the trial. Being fast. Let me see. Here we go, y'all. This is another part we missed today.
A peace plan for Gaza. For the plan to advance, Hamas must disarm.
Good night.
Instead,
Tonight, terrifying images emerge. Good morning. Would you please state your name and spell both names, please?
My name is Officer J.L. Megan. First name J.A.E.L. B.A.H.A.W.N.D.I.V.E.G.A.
All right. And what kind of work do you do, sir?
I am a police officer in the state police.
Okay. With what agency?
I am currently working with the City of Lawrenceville Police Department.
Is that contained within the county of Gwinnett?
Yes.
And is Gwinnett County just to the northeast of
Wait a minute.
the city of Atlanta?
Yes, sir.
And
Gwinnett County.
Is that DeKalb County?
Atlanta is.
I mean, what this got to do with Julio Foolio?
How long have you worked for the Lawrenceville PD?
I've worked in Lawrenceville since May.
May of this year. Before working there, did you work for another agency in Gwinnett?
Worked for the Gwinnett County Police Department.
All right. So I'm going to call your attention back to June, July time period of 2024. You were working for Gwinnett County PD at that time?
Yes, sir.
How long had you been working for Gwinnett at that point?
At that point, I was more than likely coming up on 3 years.
And at that time and now, are you certified by state of Georgia guidelines as a law enforcement officer?
Yes, sir.
Did you attend a police academy?
Yes, sir.
And do you go through annual qualifications or periodic qualifications to maintain your certification?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to call your attention back to June 26th of 2024. Were you on duty in the early morning hours with Gwinnett County PD?
Yes, sir.
Were you in the area of the city of Norcross?
Yes, sir.
Is that a city that's also contained within Gwinnett County?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, what was your assignment or duty?
At that time, I was assigned to West Precinct for Gwinnett County Police Department as a uniformed division patrol officer.
So how were you dressed that morning?
I was dressed in a police uniform. It was a French blue uniform with a badge and patches that say Gwinnett County Police Department.
I need to talk in
Were you
his mic.
driving a marked patrol vehicle?
Yes, sir.
What kind of vehicle?
It was a Ford Taurus with markings inside that say Gwinnett County Police Department and a light bar.
Were there other lights on that car?
Aside from the light bar, the front bumper, and I believe the rear.
Was there a supervisor with Gwinnett County PD who had been working on license plate reader leads for a vehicle that was wanted out of the city of Tampa here in Florida?
Yes, sir.
And was that an individual named Lieutenant Cheek?
Yes, sir.
And was he also an employee or a police officer with Gwinnett County?
Yes, sir.
And was the vehicle you were or he was working on a silver in color Chevy Cruze?
Yes, sir.
Now, were there LPRs, specifically Flock brand cameras at that time in the city of Norcross?
Yes, sir.
Was that a system at that time that you were somewhat familiar with?
Yes, sir.
Had it been installed in that area in the years just prior to this?
Yes, sir.
Does that system alert if a license plate is put into it? Does it alert if it picks up on its cameras that vehicle is in a certain area?
Yes, sir.
Does it alert to, based on the cameras and the positioning of the cameras, as to the location of the vehicle
Yes, sir.
and the time that the license plate is read?
Yes, sir.
May I have one moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
Did Lieutenant Cheek contact you and some other uniformed officers to assist in searching for that Chevy Cruze?
Yes, sir.
Were you in communication with him by radio, or did you meet with him in person that morning?
Radio and in person.
All right, and about what time in the morning did this happen?
If I remember correctly, it would have been from the hours of 3 in the morning up to 6 in the morning.
Were you at some point alerted by Lieutenant Cheek to a possible location for the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
And was that, again, based on Flock camera activity?
Yes, sir.
And let me just specify about Flock. Flock is a company, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's based out of Georgia, right?
To my understanding, it is.
All right, and that's F-L-O-K. That's the spelling. And they manufacture and produce these LPR or license plate recognition systems
Yes, sir.
that include installing cameras. So they contract either with a city or with a law enforcement agency to install those?
Yes, sir.
Was it brought to your attention that the silver Chevy Cruze was in an area near a hotel in Norcross?
Yes, sir.
And would that have been on Oak Brook Parkway?
Yes, sir.
Did you respond to that area?
Yes, I believe the address is more than likely 5945 Oakwood Parkway, if I'm correct.
Okay, and that would be the address of a certain hotel in that area?
Yes, sir.
When you responded, were you alone in your patrol car or was someone with you?
When we responded, I was alone on a patrol car, yes, sir.
Okay, and was there another patrol car or other patrol officers that were responding in their cars to that area?
Yes, sir.
As we get older, a lot of times we feel certain do global data.
And was this occurring at around 6:40 a.m.? Does that sound right? So based on the information provided to you by Lieutenant Chief, did you respond to the, I believe it's called the Baymont Hotel on Oak Brook?
Yes, sir.
At some point, did you enter the parking lot?
Yes, sir.
And once entering the parking lot, did you visually see the Chevy Cruze?
Yes, sir.
Was it daylight at that point, or was there at least some light?
It was
Daylight. And was the Chevy Cruze displaying the license plate 0F30BNRI?
Yes, sir.
And what was the vehicle doing when you saw it?
So as soon as I hit the parking lot, the vehicle was front facing parking. That is when I made contact with the vehicle.
So it was pulling into a parking spot?
Yes, sir.
And you say you made contact with the vehicle. What exactly did you do?
So I got
He threw the
I
ball.
arranged my emergency equipment. I stepped out of the vehicle and simultaneously blackmail, stepped out of the vehicle.
From what door?
Driver.
All right. And did your investigation reveal whether there was anyone else in the car at that time?
Based on that time, there was no one else in the car.
Okay. So he gets out simultaneously to you getting out of your patrol car. Are you producing anything from somewhere on your belt at that point?
Yes. Based on the fact that it was the vehicle and all that, I pulled my firearm out and gave her a command.
Now, at that point, did you have knowledge through either Lieutenant Cheek or other officers as to why that car was wanted or what it was in relation to, what kind of investigation?
Yes, sir.
And what did you know at that point?
At that point, through running the vehicle through towards the database, NCIS database for license plates, it came out as a vehicle involved in I believe, a homicide. If I remember what the hit was.
Okay. Now, were you aware at that point, when you were in your vehicle at that time, of the murder of an individual who had a celebrity name of Julio?
Yes, through just social media, but yeah.
Did you associate the two things? That car was wanted in relationship to that homicide?
Yeah, I basically put it together on my own, based that it was Tampa and the date of entry. I believe it was probably maybe some change after the fact.
Did you know that firearms had been involved in that homicide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is that one of the reasons you pulled your duty sidearm?
Yes, sir.
When you produced your sidearm and you were exiting your car, did you point it at the suspect that was getting out of the Chevy Cruze?
I did.
Did you give him verbal commands?
Yes, sir.
What type of verbal commands?
I believe I said, let me see your hands. Just try to get compliance from him verbally.
Did he comply?
No.
What did he do?
I decided to run.
When he ran, did you run towards him or take off?
Once he ran, I gave chase.
All right. So you're chasing him. What happens?
As we're chasing, I drew my department issued taser 7 at that time, and deployed one set of cartridges. It fell behind the car. It looked like he was about to get back up and run again, and I deployed a second set of cartridges.
Now, the parking spot that he was pulling into, was it near the actual building of the hotel?
Yes, it was connected to the hotel.
When he ran, did he run near the hotel or around the hotel?
Yes, he ran. He basically stayed on the side of the hotel and ran towards the back.
When you tasered him or when you deployed your taser, was that in an area that was behind a line of parked cars?
Yes.
And is that where he was running?
Yes.
Did the tasers, as far as you know, make contact with him?
The first approach probably did not. The second cartridge did.
Okay, we'll get to that. You deployed a second cartridge in your taser.
Yes, sir.
So if you could, just for those who don't know, with a taser, when it deploys, there are prongs, right?
Yes, sir.
Are there leads, wires that lead to the prongs?
Yes, sir.
Are the prongs designed to lodge in flesh or to try to get into the body in some way?
Yes, sir.
And do they separate as they deploy?
Yes.
What's the purpose of the separation?
So the purpose of separation, we are taught in the academy to split the belt line. At a certain distance, the pros with the cartridges, the pros incapacitation.
So there,
This isn't the garage anymore. This is what comes next. You did what most can't. Turned one idea into thousands of shit.
so they're when they're deploying, they're moving in a V, so they're spreading out, and they're going to hopefully impact the body is the intent, correct?
Yes, sir. The intent is to get ideally one upper body, one to a leg.
And you indicated neuromuscular incapacitation,
Yes, sir.
NMI, I believe it's referred to.
Yes, sir.
As the suspect was running, did something appear to be happening to his pants?
Yeah, I think when he first fell, that was probably because his pants were sagging and went down.
Overall, go ahead.
So you deploy a taser, he falls. Do you deploy a second taser after he falls?
I do.
And is that because he's attempting to get up?
Yes.
Do you believe the second taser made impact within the prongs?
It did.
All right. Now he's on the ground. Does he get back up off the ground?
After the second taser deployment,
Yes.
no, I achieved neuromuscular incapacitation.
Did other officers come to assist you at that point?
They did.
And did they point their guns at the suspect?
Yes.
Did you point your gun at him?
Yes.
Did you reholster, or what did you do with your taser?
So, in the process of running, I was in the process of holstering my department issued firearm, and that was when I drew my taser and deployed it.
So now you're there with the suspect, other officers are there. Would it be fair to say you have him on the ground and you're surrounding him?
Yes.
Are you or other officers giving him commands?
Yes.
Is he complying?
Based on the neuromuscular incapacitation, afterwards, yes, he decided to comply with all officers there and so forth.
Was he taken into custody and handcuffed?
Yes, sir.
And was he placed into a vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Was that a patrol vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Was he identified?
I had him priorly identified.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Wish not to give me his name or date of birth,
All right.
just to confirm further his identity.
Did you later confirm his identity as Rashad Murphy?
What?
Now, later in your investigation, did you assist officers in detaining another
I
person
already pinned it
that
anyway.
was related to the Chevy Cruise?
Yes, sir.
Did the investigation reveal that Mr. Murphy and a woman named Charmaine Steiger had checked into a room earlier that morning
Yes, sir.
in that hotel? And was Ms. Steiger detained?
Yes, sir.
And was she placed into the back of a patrol car
Yes.
there at the scene?
Yes, sir.
Were you wearing and equipped with a body-worn camera on that morning?
Yes, sir.
And your agency, Gwinnett County, issued those to uniformed officers?
Yes, sir.
Now, your body-worn camera, where at that time was it mounted on your uniform?
So my previous agency, Gwinnett County Police Department, we had the main recording box, and then we had a camera that led to our shoulder, pointing forward.
So the camera's pointing off of your shoulder forward of your body.
Yeah, it was my collar. I had a collar piece at that point.
Was the camera activated when you pulled up behind the Chevy Cruise?
Yes, sir.
When you pulled up behind the Chevy Cruise, and did you pull up in a way to attempt to pin the Chevy Cruise in between the other two cars it was parking between?
Yes, sir.
Interstate 64.
Any objection?
Okay.
Okay, admitted.
So your body-worn camera is activated. Is it recording?
Yes, sir.
Moving to published state 64. That's the interior of your patrol vehicle?
Yes, sir.
And to the right, is there a computer mounted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pulling into the hotel?
Yes,
And is that the hotel on the left?
Yes.
Above your steering wheel, is that the Chevy Cruze pulling into the parking spot?
Yes, sir.
Slow but got caught. Can't be playing with Atlanta cops, boy. What Atlanta? What you doing up in Atlanta anyway? Who is that?
The yellow.
Angel soft. Well, it's gotta be
I'm
soft.
trying to see what Gwinnett County got to do with this.
It's the softest bolt.
The yellow device that's in your hand, is that the taser?
Yes, sir.
And we could see the wire hanging out of that. Is that the lead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that connects to the prong that goes into the body.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant Cheek, to your knowledge, contact law enforcement here at Tampa Police Department in Tampa, Florida to alert them to the arrest of Rashad Murphy.
Yes, sir.
May I have one moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
Tender the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, cross.
You ever come into contact with Alicia Andrews? You know who that is? All right. Do you know anything about her?
Objection, Your Honor. Outside the scope.
Sustain the objection as to the way the question's phrased. So, rephrase your question.
You don't know who Alicia Andrews is?
Objection. Again, outside the scope and relevance.
No, world, you can answer.
How you know? Was Alicia Andrews with Rashad Murphy? So she didn't run.
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for speculation as to whether she ran.
Well, I think the question was ran with Rashad Murphy, so you can answer that question.
All right. Do you have any indication that Alicia Andrews was in Georgia with Rashad Murphy at any point in time? Did Rashad Murphy tell you anything about Alicia Andrews? No further questions.
Okay, Peter?
Yes, Your Honor. You don't work for the Tampa Police Department, do you? No, sir. And you weren't involved in the homicide investigation of the death of Charles Jones? No, sir. You don't know anything about where Miss Andrews may have gone after the murder, correct? Because you don't work here in Florida and you didn't participate in the investigation. Is that fair to say? Nothing else, Your Honor.
Okay, and this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. You're free to go. All right, who's your next witness?
City calls Detective Angela Marley. Okay.
Judge, we're gonna call Detective Taylor Klein.
I'm 60 years old. It is never too late to make a change. I've been using hers for 7 months, and I have lost 40 pounds.
All right. Let's see what else I missed today.
All right. Your involvement in this case, just want to get what your involvement was. You work in Georgia,
Yes.
and were you a sort of a supervisor of the individuals that were working in Georgia?
No, my sergeant called and asked me to come.
Okay. And so who was supervising the operation in Georgia?
We don't really have like a supervisor. I mean, I kind of became the main point of contact, but the way we work on the unit, we just all do stuff together.
Okay.
So there's no real like supervisor.
All right, no problem. But I guess, part of the investigation entailed you holding on to a phone, right?
Correct.
The phone that was inside of the Cruze.
Yes.
And who had that phone?
Inside the Cruze.
Yes. Do you know who had access to the phone?
Both of them, I believe.
Both?
Both Charmaine and Rashad.
Okay, so both Rashad and Charmaine. Were there any other phones recovered?
No.
It's Exhibit 65B. You were mentioning this on direct, right?
Yes.
You know the significance of it?
I only did it, at the time, I was still getting filled in on all the details, and I remember they had told me that there was like some beef between the victim in this case and another rapper named Young and Ace. So I was just going through it and then taking notes.
Okay.
So I just put this in there.
Understood. This is states 65. You see the name Gutter Man there, correct?
Yes.
Do you know who Gutter Man is?
I did that back then. Yeah, I do now too. Sorry.
Is it Isaiah Chance?
Yes.
At least that's what the evidence tells you.
That's what I was told, yes.
Right. And that phone number there, you know that phone number 904-309-4707, if that belonged to Isaiah Chance?
I don't know. I don't think I did any additional research on that phone number. I just remember them asking for the name Gutta when I was going through the phone.
Okay, but for sure, that number does not belong to Alicia Andrews. Is that correct?
I have no idea.
All right. But at least there's no evidence that you have that would suggest that that phone number belongs to Alicia Andrews.
Yeah, I have no evidence.
All right. Showing 65E, state 65E. This photograph, do you know who is depicted in this photograph?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
Good. Do you know whose foot or leg is depicted in this photograph?
I don't.
Okay. You're not sure if that's Rashad or Davion?
No, I can't see their face.
Okay. And then what about the, I guess the significance of the photo itself? Do you know what this photo signifies?
So I took note of this because I had seen the surveillance footage and it matched the clothing. And there were also some like jail calls later that mentioned the Straight Talk phone.
Okay.
Well, they didn't say a straight. They talked. What did they? They didn't want it to be tracked like an untraceable phone. I can't think of.
They call it like a burner phone?
Yes, burner phone
Right.
or trap phone or something.
Okay. But none of that conversation was surrounded with Alicia Andrews, correct?
No.
This is 65F. State 65F. That AR that you see there, I guess there may be two weapons there. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Were any of these recovered?
I don't know.
All right. So do you know if these were used in the murder?
I don't know.
And do you know if any of these weapons have anything to do with Alicia Andrews?
I don't know.
The last portion of the exhibit, 65G, that we saw earlier. All right. The person sending this message, it looks like an Anthony, is that correct?
Correct.
At the very top, you see Anthony?
Yes.
And then it's sent at 3:55 a.m., correct?
Yes, that's what it says on there. Yes.
All right, and this is an email that you receive when you book an Airbnb with Anthony, right?
Through agreement. Yeah.
Okay, through Airbnb, this
Yes.
is Anthony's email.
Yes. To
All
Andrew's
right.
property.
And this email is directed to Rashad
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
not Alicia Andrews.
No.
And this date, the dates for this booking, this Airbnb booking, are June 29th to June 24th. Is that correct?
No.
Or, I'm
June
sorry.
22nd to June 24th.
Yeah, my numbers. June 22nd to June 24th. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and it also states on there that all guests booking with us provided valid ID through the Airbnb message portal. Do you see that?
Yes.
All right, and do you know if Alicia Andrews' ID was ever provided?
I don't know because I went through the download before I learned of her name, and then I gave it to Detective Ramos. It was just the initial stuff I had at the time. I didn't know her name, so if there is her ID in the phone, I wouldn't have remembered it.
You conducted an interview with Charmaine Steiger.
I did.
That's the woman who was with Rashad Murphy
Yes.
in Georgia.
Correct.
And Charmaine Steiger is his
Child's mother.
child's mother.
Yeah.
They were together.
At that time, yes.
And Charmaine Steiger does not live in Georgia, correct?
Correct.
Neither does Rashad Murphy.
Correct.
They both live in Jacksonville,
Correct.
and they both live together in the same home at the time.
I think she said he had just started staying there. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. She said it was complicated.
All right. But they ended up in Georgia, what is this, the day after the murder?
No, it was the 26th, I believe.
A few days after the murder, you all found them in Georgia?
Correct.
Do you have any reason to be in Georgia?
If she knows, do you know?
I found an address associated with them, but I don't know, or associated with Rashad, but other than that, I don't know.
All right. Rashad is supposed to have been in Florida, in Tampa, Florida, during the time of this murder. Is that correct?
Correct.
Charmaine Steiger told you she was with him in Jacksonville on the day of the murder.
Sustain the objection. Sustain.
Can we come sidebar? This is a
No.
non-hearsay statement, Judge. It's not for the truth of the matter asserted.
No, sustain the objection.
Charmaine Steiger never got arrested, right?
I don't think so.
No further questions.
Okay, redirect.
Corporal, you indicated that we just all do stuff together when you're conducting investigations. Were you talking about you and the other detectives in the homicide unit?
Yeah, we just all kind of take tasks and do it.
You work as a team.
Yes.
The photograph of the clothing states 65. Of the leg with the boot on, the bag with the charger, the cigarettes, and the burner phone. The clothing you indicated matched the descriptions from the surveillance videos from the murder.
All right, y'all. I think we seen I think we seen just about everything. Let me see, have we seen this one?
Build a website you
I
love.
don't know, have we seen this one?
For your words, create your brand.
Please state your full name for the record. And Miss Randolph, where do you live?
Jacksonville.
I'm having trouble hearing you, so you gotta speak a little louder.
Jacksonville.
How long have you lived in Jacksonville?
Hey, she.
Your whole life? And you are very soft-spoken. Can I ask you to get a little bit closer to the mic?
She, I haven't started my highway
You said
patrol
you
yet.
lived in
It will
Jacksonville
start
your whole life,
at
is that correct?
1:30.
I'm going to ask you, did you have plans to travel to Tampa in June of 2024? I'm specifically going to ask you, June 22nd, 24, did you come to Tampa on that Saturday? Who did you come to Tampa with? Monty? Is that Armani Turner?
Okay, is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, just please make sure you say yes or no as opposed to So, thank you.
Do you know who Charles Jones is?
Yes.
Had you met Charles Jones before that weekend?
Yes.
Approximately how many occasions had you met Charles Jones?
Well, I know him since 6th grade.
Since he was 3?
Since 6th grade.
6th grade, I apologize. What was his rapper name? Foolio?
Yes.
And back then in June of 2024, did he have a relationship with your friend Armani Turner?
Yes.
Do you know how long they had been dating at that point?
Well, they had just got back together for a couple months, but they used to date back in the day when we was kids.
And this weekend, you said you traveled with Armani Turner from Jacksonville to Tampa. Is that correct? That weekend of June 22nd of 2025.
Yes,
Who was driving?
money,
What kind of car did she have?
a Hyundai.
Was that a gray Hyundai?
Yes,
Was there anyone else with you and Miss Turner in the gray Hyundai?
yes,
Who else was with you?
Xavier.
Xavier?
Yes,
And are you referring to Xavier Edwards?
yes,
Did all three of you travel down from Jacksonville to Tampa on that Saturday?
yes.
Where did you go in Tampa?
I don't, to the Airbnb.
An Airbnb. Okay, I'm not going to ask you the address, but it was an Airbnb, is that correct?
Yes,
What was going on at the Airbnb?
nothing. Everybody was just chilling.
You say everybody. Approximately how many people were at the Airbnb?
I don't know, more than 10, more than 15.
Of the people you've already mentioned, Armani Turner, was she at the Airbnb?
Yes,
And what about Charles Jones?
yes,
Did you know anyone else that was at the Airbnb?
yes.
Who else did you know that was there that night?
Gino.
Gino Norris?
Yes.
How long would you say, well, let me ask you this. Approximately what time did you get to that Airbnb where Charles Jones was on that Saturday, June 22nd of 2025?
Like 11:45, 11:50
When you say 11:45, are you talking AM or PM?
p.m.
So at night, it was already dark out?
Yes.
What happened when you got to that Airbnb in Tampa?
Nothing. We just walked in, seen all the people, spoke to the people we knew, and we was just in the kitchen, and we was just posted up in the kitchen.
And how long, did anything unusual happen at that Airbnb?
No,
Were there any fights or any kind of incidents at the Airbnb?
no,
At some point, did the police show up at the Airbnb?
yes,
What happened when the police showed up?
nothing. Me and Monty talked to them and told them we was down here for her boyfriend's birthday, and nothing was going on. They said they got a call about a fight, and we let them know nobody wasn't fighting or anything, and they said, okay, enjoy your night, and they left.
And at some point, did you all leave the Airbnb?
Yes,
Before we talk about that, you said that you were there for Armani's boyfriend's birthday. Is that correct?
yes,
Was it his birthday? Was it Charles Jones' birthday that weekend?
yes.
Was he scheduled to appear at some nightclubs that weekend as well?
I'm not sure.
Do you know whether or not, did you go to nightclubs that weekend?
We went to 2 clubs.
Do you remember the name of the clubs that you went to?
No,
What time do you think that you went to the first club?
I don't know.
Okay, so you got there after 11:45 p.m., is that correct?
Yes,
Would it have been after midnight going into June 23rd of 2024?
yes,
So you were at the Airbnb for more than 15 minutes.
yes, because we stayed, helped clean up, changed, and everything like that. He waited for us to change, and we helped him pack up, and then we left to go to the first club. I think it was like an hour away or something.
And I want to talk about how everybody gets to the first club. How do you get to the first club?
In the car that I came in.
Armani Turner's car?
Yes,
That's the gray Hyundai, correct?
yes.
Who is in the car with you in the gray Hyundai going to that first club?
Me and Monty, I think. For me, Monty,
Armani Turner.
yes.
Is there anyone else in the car with you that you can remember?
I think Robert had got in then, or he got in after the first club. I don't know, but I know me and Monty was together the whole night. So,
Okay. And you said it may have been Robert, is that correct? Are you referring to Robert Howard?
yes,
But did you also say that he may not have gotten in at the first club, but maybe at the second?
No, like on the way to the first club.
Okay.
I don't remember, but I know I was in the car with Monty. But after we left the first club, on the way to the second club, I know he was in the car with us. When we left the second club, I know he was in the car with us.
Okay. So you were in a car with Armani Turner when you went from the Airbnb to the first club.
Yes.
Did other people from the Airbnb also go to the first club, but in other vehicles?
Yes, they was already there.
They were already there. You met them at that club?
Yes, when we left, it was only the car Charles was in and the car me and Monty was in. We followed each other there.
And so you're following behind the car that Charles Jones was in. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember who was in the car with Charles Jones?
Everybody else, I think, like him, Gino, Xavier, Robert.
So you believe Gino Norris and Robert Howard and Xavier Edwards were all at that point with Charles Jones in the car?
I think so.
And you went to the club?
Yes.
Any instance or any incident that occurred at the first club?
No.
And you said you went to another club, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about, are you still in the same vehicle with Armani Turner when you go to the second club?
Yes, I never changed vehicles.
And at this point, does Robert Howard go from Charles Jones's vehicle into the vehicle with you and Armani Turner?
Yes.
Do you know whether or not there is another vehicle that Camilla Bentley is in?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. So were there some people in the group that you didn't know?
There's a lot of people I didn't.
But did your vehicle stay with Charles Jones's vehicle?
Wherever he went, we went.
And at that second club, do you know approximately how long that you were at the second club?
No.
Was there any issue at the second club?
No.
What happened after you left the second club?
We got in the car to go to the hotel.
You're in the same vehicle the entire time?
Yes.
Who's in the vehicle with you at that point?
Me, Monty, and Robert.
And you said that Charles Jones was in the vehicle, is that correct, in the other vehicle?
In his car, yes.
Okay, and who was with him at that point when you're leaving the second club to go to the hotel?
Gino, Xavier, and himself.
Gino Norris and Xavier Edwards?
Yes.
So when you get to the other club, when you get to the hotel, what happens?
He go inside for like 2 minutes. He come out.
When you say he, you said he goes inside. Who are you referring to?
Charles.
Charles Jones?
Yes. When he come out, he texts Monty and say, no, he called her, text her, went down, forgot. And he was like, they said they gave his reservations away. So we like, okay, we finna look up some hotels. So we all just get on our phone and we start to find hotels that's there. And he said one of his other friends told him they went back towards where the Airbnb was because everything in that area was already booked up. So we was just on our phones trying to find a hotel that was close by because it was already late.
So what happened at that point?
We was in the car on our phones listening to music, and then we heard gunshots. So then we was looking like, then I cut the radio down, and we heard them some more, and it sounded like they was closer, but we couldn't tell what direction that they was coming from. And we like, oh no, we getting shot at, and Monty put the car in reverse, and we just, yeah.
So you said Armani Turner, she put the car in reverse, is that correct?
Yes.
And did anything happen in the parking lot when she put the car in reverse?
Yes, I think it was his cousin car. They went to drive, we went in reverse, so we kind of hit each other. And then we just both ended up getting out of the parking lot. And when we got out of the parking lot, we seen a car, which we thought was Charles' car. So we made a U-turn, and when we made a U-turn, we realized it wasn't his car. And we ended up going down the street, and we seen the police, and we hopped out and was trying to tell them, like, oh, we just got shot at. But they wasn't listening, so we hopped back in the car and made another U-turn. So they hopped in their car, and they chased us, and they called for backup, and we led them to where we found Charles' car at.
Okay. So you said that you ran into law enforcement, is that correct?
Yes.
And did all of you, Armani Turner and Robert Howard, all get out of the vehicle at that point?
We got out. Me and Monty got out when we seen the police, and we was trying to talk to him. He wasn't listening. We hopped back in the car. Me, Robert, and Monty got out when we came back to the hotel, and all the police was with us, and we didn't see his car. We rode around until we seen it, and when we seen it, everybody hopped out the car.
And what happened when you hopped out of the car?
The police had hopped out and told us to stop moving and told us to back up. And from where I was, I could see like in his car because I was on the passenger side. So like, I seen.
And you said his car. At that point, did you notice Charles Jones' car in the parking lot when you came back to the?
We had pulled up right in front of his car.
At some point, those police officers that you ran into on the roadway, did they come back and follow you to that location?
When we got back in the car and pulled off, they pulled off with us.
Okay.
And they called for backup. And I guess the other met at the hotel, and they told us basically we was running from the police and not do that again.
Okay. At some point, did they take your interviews and realize that Miss Turner's boyfriend had been the one that was shot in the other car?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And did you provide an interview to law enforcement?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification, States Exhibit 2E. Did you recognize this, Randolph?
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate picture of where Armani Turner's car came to a stop after it came back to the hotel after the shooting?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time we'd introduce into evidence States Exhibit 2E. Any objection?
No objection.
Admitted. Ms. Turner, can I ask you, I'm sorry, not Ms. Turner, Ms. Randolph, can I ask you to step down and point out to the jury which car in this picture is the vehicle Armani Turner drove and the one that you were in all night? The one to the right with the doors, well, they both have the doors open, but the one to the right of the photograph? Okay. And there's another vehicle. Is that the vehicle that you saw eventually when you got out of the car and started talking to law enforcement? And is that the vehicle that you had previously seen Charles Jones in prior to the shooting? Okay. And is that the location where it was when you came back to Home to Suites after the shooting? Prior to coming to court today, did I ask you to look at a video that was from the Instagram feed of Charles Jones on June 22nd of 2023 2024 going into June 23rd of 2024?
Yes.
And did that accurately depict his Instagram feed on those dates?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I would introduce into evidence States Exhibit 85C. Any objection?
And yes, tell me again what item we're admitting.
95A.
95A. Okay. Admitted.
Ms. Randolph, is this the location of the Airbnb that Charles Jones and his friends were having a party at June 22nd?
They got it blurred out, yeah.
2024? And you recognize that Airbnb and the people that are in that party? Okay.
The people that I know and myself.
You recognize yourself in there as well, is that correct? Okay. And is Miss Armani Turner your friend? Is she in there as well?
Yes.
And that individual right there, is that Charles? And is that what he was wearing that night, June 22nd of 2024, going into June 23rd of 2024?
They got it blurred, yeah.
And you said he was celebrating his birthday?
Yes.
Is this that last club that you went to with Charles Jones on June 23rd of 2024?
Yes.
And is that you actually, are you part of that group going to that club with Charles Jones at Truth 18? Are these some of the flyers that show that he was going to be there on Truth 18?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Ms. Randolph, after you got to that location where, and I'm going to go back to June 23rd of 2024, when you all got back to the hotel and saw Charles Jones' car, how long were you at that location before you were able to speak to law enforcement officers about what happened? Hours. At some point, did Charles Jones' mother come to that location?
Hey, way too fast.
Your Honor, may I have one moment?
Yes.
Thank you, darling.
So in the video, I do want to ask you
Gave you a
just
shout
one
out
more question
earlier.
about that party at the Airbnb. And in the video, it can be seen that there is Don Julio, is that correct? Was there any special, to your knowledge, was there any special association with Don Julio to your friend Charles Jones, Julio Foolio?
No, he doesn't drink.
He doesn't drink at all?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Nothing further, Judge.
Ross?
And when you say that Julio does not drink, that video that we saw earlier, it shows him drinking that one night.
I thought he drink,
And that was the only night you seen him drinking.
but I think he said he smoked.
Yes, he's never been a drinker.
Okay. Do you know who Alicia Andrews is?
No,
You ever met her before?
no,
Have you ever seen her before?
no.
Alright. Do you know what 6 Block is?
Yeah,
What is 6 Block?
something that he sang about.
Something that Charles Jones sang about?
Yes.
Okay. How long has Charles Jones sang about 6 Block?
I don't know. He's been rapping since 6th grade.
Okay. Has he been rapping about 6 Block since 6th grade though?
He's been rapping about a lot of stuff since 6th grade.
But what about 6 Block?
I don't know how long he's been rapping about that.
Alright. Is 6 Block a group?
No,
Is it a gang?
no,
Alright. If I were to ask you whether you're a part of 6 Block, would you say yes or no?
no,
You're not? You're not a part of 6 Block.
no. Did you
Alright.
see that? I was a part of 6th grade.
I can't hear you.
No,
Okay. Are you a part of ATK?
no.
Do you know what ATK is?
Yes,
What is ATK?
something. A group, I guess.
A group? Alright. Do 6 Block and ATK get along?
I don't know. I'm a girl.
When you say you're a girl, what do you mean by that?
I don't get into all of that.
Okay. The night, you said earlier that you were following Julio Foolio around. Wherever he went, you all went. Is that correct?
Yes.
Alright. You weren't in control of the vehicle?
No,
You weren't driving?
no,
And did you know where you were going every step of the way?
no. I've never been here.
At any point in time when you were riding around with your friends, could you have just gotten out of the car and went home?
My ride. I was riding around with my ride.
So you could not just get out of the car and go home, correct?
No,
Earlier you said Robert Howard was inside the car with Foolio at some point in time. Is that correct?
yes, he was already down there when we got down there.
Alright, so Robert Howard's in the car with Foolio and he's also in the car with Gino at some point.
Yes,
Gino Norris, the witness that was Right before you?
Yes.
The videos that we saw there are is Alicia Andrews in any of those videos?
I don't know.
Was she at the Airbnb with you?
I don't know.
Was she at Teasers with you?
I don't know.
And was she at Truth 18?
I don't know.
Alright.
I don't know her. She could have been.
You're aware of obviously the type of music that Julio Foolio made, is that correct?
Yes.
That is drill rap?
Mhm.
That he rapped about dead people?
Everybody from my city do that.
You said everybody from your city does that?
Yes.
So it's a common thing in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, y'all. That's the end of that. I guess I see y'all at 1:30, 1 o'clock or 1:30. I'm out, y'all. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.